Hello everyone, and welcome to my palette collection video. I'm gonna be doing that with the kitty if he lets me, and I think we're just gonna get into the video. What do you say, Taro? Should we get started? I think we should get started. Okay, let's see what we got here. So I'm just gonna pull these out randomly because I have a box next to me and I don't really know what I want to talk about first. So the first one that we pulled out is this Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, and I got this not that long ago and I really like it. Here's what it looks like inside. As you can see, it's a very colorful palette. It's got a nice mirror in it, and yeah, I know something happened to this color. I'm not really sure what, but I opened it one day and it was cracked, and then the next day it literally just fell out. So yeah, there's that. I haven't used all the colors yet. I've used a lot of the greens, which are actually really good. Some of the purples aren't great. The blues are pretty good. The pinks are pretty good. The shimmers are whatever. But in general, I really like this palette. And I'm very happy I got it. It was very inexpensive too. I want to say I paid maybe $15 for it. So if you're interested in a very colorful palette, I would highly recommend it. And so would Juro. Okay, let's see what we got next. I'm gonna pull out this Violet Voss palette. Come on, baby, baby. Thank you. Okay, so we got the Violet Voss palette. This is the rainbow palette. I literally just got a tail in my face. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is absolutely stunning. I'm sorry if I'm not very good at like getting this in focus because I've never filmed anything in my life before and this is my first time. So yeah, it's got some really nice colors. They're all shimmers though, so you're probably gonna need to pull out another palette if you want to work with this, unless you want to make an all shimmery look, which is fine too. But I know a lot of people prefer to have palettes that they can do a full eye look with, i.e. having like transition shades and, you know, just an all-inclusive palette, which this would probably not be considered one for everyone. But I really like it, and they foil beautifully, they last for a long time, and I'm really happy I bought it. Next up, we have the Carity All Matte palette. This is one of my more recent purchases. I wanted this because it is so hard to find palettes that have all matte shades in it, especially for like rainbow palettes. And I know this is not just a rainbow palette, there's some browns in it and stuff too, but I really like the greens in here. The greens are awesome. Even this blue color is really good, even though it looks pretty like pale. Let me see if I can get you a little more close up. This is what the palette looks like. And in my opinion, it's one of the better matte colorful palettes that I've tried in a while. So I tend to reach for this if I want to have a matte crease in a, you know, in a fun color. One of my favorites in here is actually this coral color. I think it's just absolutely beautiful, especially now in the summer months. Thank you, Taro. Yeah, he really wants to be included. He tends to do this. Anyway, yeah, I think you should check out Carity if this is something that you may be interested in. Look him up online and see what you think, and then if you get it, let me know what you think. Next up, oh, this is one of my favorites. So we have the Juvia's Place, the Deuce palette. I think you say Deuce. It's either Deuce or Douce. I'm sorry if this angle is extremely awkward. I'm like crunched over on my treadmill that obviously never gets any use. Let's see. This is what it looks like. I've used it quite a bit. I think this palette is absolutely gorgeous. Like, just look at the inside and just like the decorations and everything on it. I just think it's so pretty. This shade up here is like a pink duochrome. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to swatch it. Let me see. Let's see what we can do here. So, let's put this on my arm. There you go. See how absolutely stunning that is? The kitty is like chewing on the box that my palettes are in. He's very helpful. So yeah, this is what this shade looks like. It's really gorgeous. I love using this as like an inner corner highlight, even an all over the lid kind of shade. Churro, come on. Come on. Hey, why don't you help us out talking about the makeup instead? What do you think of that? Okay, come on. Okay, so yeah, this is the palette. This shade right here is also really, really pretty. Let's see if I can get a swatch. Yeah, that's not the best swatch in the world, but you see what I mean. See how reflective they are and just shiny and super pretty? This is why I love Juvia's Place. Like, they're so inexpensive. All their products are amazing. They're so good. The quality is great. They're not as pigmented as a lot of other brands are. Like, if you put your brush in it, you don't really have a lot of kick up. And the pigmentation is not like boom in your face, like when you put it on the eye, but they build very nicely, which is one of the things that I really like about these. And also the packaging is just like so sleek. It's very thin. It's like travel friendly. I really like it. This might be a little bit of a controversial one. This is the Subculture. It actually took me a very long time to buy this because I heard so many bad reviews. But I decided that I'm so drawn to these colors. I'm sure you've all seen this before, and so this is nothing new. But I'm gonna show it anyway because I have it and I love it. So here you go. These are the colors, and I just get really inspired when I look at this palette. There's always so many things that I want to do. I still haven't used all the shades, and you can see it's two of these shimmery shades right here. They're actually like pretty hard to work with. You have to really dig your brush into it and wet your brush to get full pigmentation, so that's why Electric is like very dug into, as you can see. But I really like this palette, and I think some of the shades are super unique, especially this plum color right here. This color, I love this color, and also this green. Like, they're just so different from a lot of other palettes out there. Also, if you want to see me do any looks with this, I'll be more than happy to. This is like my first video ever, so if I can figure out this YouTube thing, I would love to do like 3 looks 1 palette videos, and yeah, just have fun with makeup and like start playing with the stuff that I have that I maybe don't use as much as I feel like I want to. This is my newest addition to my collection. This is the BH Cosmetics Festival or Weekend Festival palette, and I saw a lot of reviews on this and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. But then I got an email from BH saying that they were having a 50% off sale or something, and I got this palette for freaking $10. Can you believe this? $10 for all these absolutely stunning shades. Like, there's something for everyone. Like, I'll admit that, yeah, the shimmers aren't the best. They're not on par with a lot of other brands that I like more, like even like Juvia's Place. I feel like Juvia's Place's shimmers are way better than these are. But I mean, they're still pretty good. They're pretty. They just don't pack as much of a punch as other brands do. But the mattes in this are so easy to work with. They are blendable, they're pigmented, I don't know, I mean, I feel like it's just a very summery palette. You can do a lot with it, you can do a lot of different combinations, and I like the variety. I kind of like when palettes are kind of clustered like this. I'm not a huge fan of palettes that are too tidy, if you will. Like, I've seen a lot of the older palettes from Kat Von D that I don't have, which came out before I really got into makeup, and a lot of those look so pretty, and I really want to try them, and I get so inspired when I look at them that I just want to like create weird stuff on my eyes, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's what I do every day. So yeah, that's that palette. We're gonna move on to one of these little Huda Beauty mini palettes. This is a Mauve Obsessions, and to be honest, I got this when I was in line at Sephora because that's how they get you. I had something else that I was gonna buy that, you know, I actually needed, and then I walked past all these little mini things and I came across a little beautiful thing, and I just thought it was really pretty. Look at it. I know I didn't need these colors at all, but actually, I have gotten a lot of use out of it. I love pulling out this palette and like using some of the matte colors from my crease and then taking a shimmery shade from a different palette to complete my look. And I think it just turns out really good. I'm so sorry about like me trying to put these up against the camera because I don't know what I'm doing yet. bear with me. But yeah, I like these. They're pretty expensive. I don't know if I'd say they're worth the money. I think they're $25, but you do get 9 shades, and let's be real, who actually gets through an eyeshadow palette? Like, I don't think I've hit pan on a single shadow in my entire collection. So yeah, it's pretty tough. Oh no, look at this. This is some of my singles that I have. I bought this palette at Inglot. This kind of sucks. I don't know what happened to this yellow, but honestly, the yellow is pretty bad anyway, so I don't really mind throwing it away. I'm probably gonna have to do that because I know nothing about repressing, and honestly, I'm just not really impressed by it anyway. These other shades right here, the square ones that you see in this corner, I actually depotted some of my Natasha Denona. Let's see, which palette is it? I depotted this palette, which is the, it doesn't even say on it, so yeah, that's pretty weak, but here's what the rest looks like. And I love the palette when I first got it, but I also didn't really know what my personal makeup style was when I bought it. And so I've just kind of gravitated towards more fun colors. I'm not really into all these like neutral browns that you see here, and yeah, the blue is pretty, but it sucks, and so does the other one, and the shimmery shade is just like crumbly and gets everywhere, and yeah, I just wasn't excited about it. So I depotted it, and I put the rest in this little Z palette right here. And these are the colors that I like. And this is from, I want to say, one of the Venus palettes that I got as a hand-me-down from a friend of mine who didn't really like it. So I depotted these 3 shades just to, you know, see if I'd get any use out of it. They're okay. These are Inglot shades that I'm still kind of playing around with. Oh, look at this. It's like literally falling apart. I need to go throw this out. So the next one we have, this is pretty exciting. This is the Pat McGrath. Is this even the right way? I think it's the right way. Let's open it. Let's open her up. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, she's so stunning. I can't even, like, just look. Look. Look at these shadows. Aren't they so freaking pretty? And I don't know if you guys have seen the swatches that she does on her Instagram where, you know, she like puts it on and just like very slowly just drags them across her hand, and like you can just see the sparkles in it, and it just looks like nothing you've ever seen in your life. And I'm not doing this any justice at all, but like, just trust me, they're so pretty. My only complaint is that I have hooded eyes, so when I use this palette, like if I don't use any glitter glue, I don't know why, but they just crease on me, which makes me so sad, because in like really no other shimmers or like pressed glitters, they're not even pressed glitters, but no shades like this does that. So yeah, it's kind of like an extra step that I have to do to make these work, but you know, once I found out that that's how I have to work with them, that's just what I'm gonna have to do, because I do not want to return this palette. I love this palette. I think it's so pretty, and it's staying in my collection forever until it goes old anyway. So this is a palette that I just got in my BoxyCharm. This is from Lamar Cosmetics. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's right. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly because it's like a Spanish word. This is what the palette looks like. I've used it 3 times now, and I really, really like it. It is so pretty. And the shimmer shades, if you foil them, they are so in your face, pigmented, and pretty. They're so pretty. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say pretty in this video, but I'm trying to say pretty instead of saying obsessed, because everybody says obsessed. And like, yeah, I'm obsessed too, but they're so pretty. You can do a warm look, you can do a cool tone look, you can do a neutral look, you can do a day look, you can do an evening look, you can do a date night look. Yeah, there's just so many opportunities, you know? And if you guys want to see me use this in a video at some point, please let me know. I just love all the colors. I love the little flowers. I love the whole theme of it. Yeah, I just like it. So the next one that I have is actually a custom palette that I got with some MAC shadows in it. And I don't really know why I bought this. Originally when I got it, it came with like these little separators. And it also had like, you know, little holes that you put the pants in. And then I was stupid and I was like, well, I can make more room by taking that out. And now they don't really stick to the Z palette as much. And so I kind of regret doing that, but this is what they look like. I basically just went there and I picked out some colors that I felt that I lacked in my collection. And I think it turns out I didn't really lack them because I never used them. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty. I should probably use them more often. The matte shades are pretty good. I don't like this green as much, which, you know, green is one of my favorite colors, which you can probably tell by my hair, even though I'm not really in the frame right now, but I do like green a lot, so I just have a really hard time finding a lot of good green shadows. So if you know of any, please let me know. This is another palette that I have that I actually just got from a friend of mine as well. This is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I don't know when this came out. I know it's been around for a very long time. Let me see if I can open this. This is so hard. Okay, there we go. So, as you can see, it's a very colorful palette. It's got a lot of shimmery shades, a couple of matte shades. Actually, a lot of the shades are kind of mattes with shimmers in it. That doesn't make any sense, but they're not fully matte. There's also some that are kind of foil, but not really foil. They're just like kind of in-betweens. So I feel like you can use them both in the crease and as a lid shade and all over color, inner corner. The kitty is like jumping down the window. Look, he's right here. Hello, you're back. You want to help me? What do you want to talk about next? What should we pull out next? Hi. Yeah, you're so cute. You're so cute. You gonna stay? What are we gonna talk about? We gonna talk about you? So we got this little kitty about 1.5 years ago now, and he is just the most precious thing in the world. I love him so much. He is just everything to me. Aw, I guess we're gonna have a little bit of snuggle time. I will be back to talking about makeup very shortly. Alright, let us continue. Even though the kitty is still here and he probably doesn't want me to because he wants all my attention all the time. You already get attention like 23 hours out of the day, okay? Can you just let me have a little bit of time to make a YouTube video, please? Please? Thank you. So we got the Zulu palette here from Dubious Place, and this is one of my favorite palettes. I love this palette. Just look at it. Don't you just want to put all those colors on your face like immediately? Because I know I do. My only complaint though is that this yellow is not the best yellow in the world, and I know the yellows are so hard to formulate and there's not really a lot of good ones out there, but if that yellow was just a tiny bit better, it would probably be my favorite palette of all time. And I don't really know if I have a favorite palette of all time, to be honest, because I haven't found the perfect palette for me yet. But I do like this palette a lot. All the shades just, they blend beautifully together. This green and this like turquoise color, they're so pretty. And I just love the word pretty. Hello, can you focus? Do you focus? Do you know how to focus, please? You don't know how to focus, all right, it's fine. It's fine, okay. Okay, either way, but it's so pretty. Here are some swatches. Aren't they so pretty? They're gorgeous. They're very summery colors, and I love them. I love them so much. Okay, so moving on. We don't have a lot to talk about, but we do have this. And this is the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. Again, I got this palette not that long after getting the other Natasha Denona palette. And when I first got that one, I was so blown away by Natasha's formula that she pretty much sold me on this. And looking at it now, like, I still really like this palette, but if I could go back, I probably wouldn't buy it simply because there's not that many looks you can do with it. Like, they're all gonna be very warm toned, fairly neutral looks. I mean, I suppose you could get a little bit of, you know, pops with the yellow, which again is not really a great yellow. You got the red and you got the, you know, the shimmery orange golds. I mean, it's just, it doesn't really inspire me that much anymore, which is so sad. I do pull it out though, like if there's certain shades that I don't have in other palettes that I want to incorporate in some looks, I do pull it out, and I do really like it, but I don't know. I kind of wish I didn't buy it, but I have it, and so I'm gonna keep using it, and hopefully, actually I shouldn't even say hopefully, because I won't get my money's worth. I'm pretty sure I won't. The next one we're gonna talk about is this Morphe palette. And I promise I'm not gonna be like everyone else and be like, oh, look, I got this palette from Morphe and it's so pretty and it's all just browns. Because I don't do that. I don't do browns. I mean, I do browns sometimes, but browns do not make me happy. This makes me happy. Like, oh, I just want to go take off my makeup right now and put more makeup on because I want to play with all these colors. Like we were talking about earlier about green eyeshadows. Green eyeshadows are so tough. And originally when I got this, which is not that long ago, it's about 3 weeks ago now, Morphe opened a store here in Vegas and they had this palette and I jumped on it because I knew it was gonna get discontinued, so I wanted to at least try it out. And I'm so happy I did, but the green colors, like really this whole row, which is so disappointing to me because it's just not that good. It's not that good. Like this color and this color, I don't know what I already have on my fingers, but they look fine when I finger swatch them, but honestly, when you put them on your eyes, there's just no pigment. Like I can build them up, I can build them up, I could put a white base under it, I could put freaking glitter glue on it. It just doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what primer I use, it nothing matters. I can't really make these colors work without spending 10 minutes on it, and that makes me kind of sad. But honestly, like this whole area down here with the yellow is pretty good. This one right here is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you guys have seen the Tropic palette by Natasha Denona that came out a couple months ago. This yellow reminds me a lot of the yellow shimmer that was in her palette. That was one of the drawing points for it that made me really want to get it. And I did get it and I returned it because it wasn't that good. But this yellow is really pretty and I've been using that one a lot. And also the blues here are just stunning. They're so pigmented. They're so easy to work with. The purples are okay. I'm not super impressed. I have better purples in my collection, but at the same time, it's probably going to be one of my most used like everyday palettes. And I know it's funny when I say everyday palette because a lot of people don't like using colors every day, but I love colors, and so I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. So yeah, I'm very happy I bought it. So the next one that we're moving on to, I am so excited about this. I'm so excited to talk about it because I feel like it doesn't get enough credit. This is the Zodiac palette from BH Cosmetics, and this is the first item that I ever tried from BH. I want to say I got this about 8 months ago maybe. This is what the palette looks like. It's obviously huge, like it's really, really big, which, you know, some people might not like it. There's a lot of wasted space, like they could have just made this palette a lot smaller, but obviously they did it for the aesthetics and like just to be cool and the whole theme of the zodiac signs and I don't know. But this is one of my very favorite, best palettes to date. If I could only pick one palette in my collection and I had to throw all of my other ones out, it would be so close, but I think I would go with this one, which is crazy for me to say because I've spent so much money on other palettes that I really like. But just the variety in this, the mattes are incredible, the shimmers are so good. If you foil them, like they stay vibrant and they're just like so in your face and they stay like that the whole day. Like the lasting power on this is unbelievable. This highlighting shade in the middle, I'm not like a huge fan. It's good for like inner corner highlights and stuff. I like using it for that. There we go. Oh, did you focus? Oh, you tried to focus. That's so cute. Okay. No, you're not gonna focus. Maybe one day I'll learn how to do this. Yeah, no, today is not the day. Anyway, this palette, I would highly recommend it, and BH goes on sale so often. They really do. If you sign up for their newsletters and get their emails, they probably send out like a 30% discount code maybe every 5 to 6 weeks. So just keep an eye out, and if you're interested in trying BH, I would pick up this palette right here or the Weekend Festival palette. But honestly, I would say go for the Zodiac palette because it's amazing. It's so good. If you want to see me do a palette bingo with this maybe, or even a
3 looks, 1 palette, or whatever it is you want to see, let me know, and I will consider doing it, and I probably will end up doing it because I don't have a lot of ideas for what I want to do with this channel yet, because I'm just getting started. So I will have a lot of time to film videos in a couple of weeks, and I'm really excited about it. So this is actually my last palette, and I know you're all gonna be like, oh, I've seen that before, I know everybody has it. Yes, I have it too. I have it too. I bought into the hype, and I don't know guys. I liked it when I first got it. I really did, but again, this was like before I really knew what I wanted out of my makeup. Now that I've had a lot more time to just play around and figure out what it is I like and not, I never reach for this palette anymore. The bottom row I like this little corner down here with the colorful shades. The blues are really nice, the turquoise is nice, like this very deep green color is actually really pretty. And I did a look with this. Maybe I can see if I can insert a picture. It's on my Instagram if you want to go take a look. It's the same name as my channel. It's just Annette's Makeup Corner. So if you want to take a look at some of the looks that I've done before. I mean, there's not a lot of looks that I've done with this palette because I haven't had my Instagram for that long. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty. It's got a lot of neutral shades. They're pretty decent quality. I wouldn't say they're amazing, but I mean, they're good, you know? It's a good palette. I guess I'm happy I have it. It's not my favorite. Would I recommend it? Depends what you want out of your makeup. I probably would recommend it, to be honest. So if you want to pick this up, you probably should. If not, don't worry about it. And that's really all I got to say. Those were all my palettes. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you stick around. Maybe if you liked me, if you like my personality, if you like my makeup, if you like to see more of me, you know, maybe subscribe to my channel or something, and we can hang out, we can talk makeup. Let me know in the comments below if there is anything you want to ask me, if you had fun watching the video, anything. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.